Monday, August 11th. Monday, we start the week strong and enter a day with an energy characterized by stability that can lay the foundation for long-term success. It is a day that invites you to take your commitments seriously, whether it is about your personal life or business. It is the most favorable day of August. Although a thunder may appear in the form of a sudden revelation or a strong emotion, it does not come to destabilize but to awaken and clarify the path forward. If you choose to respond to this call with openness and courage, you can transform any moment of awareness into a solid step towards the future. The pillar of the day is Renzi, young water rat. Those who are favored are those born in ox, monkey, and dragon. Those born in horse, goat, rabbit, and rock. It would be better to show more caution, attention on this day. Favorable day for a romantic date, business or friends meetings, marriage, divorce, starting a business, signing documents, buying a property and investments. Unfavorable day for relocation, funerals, renovation. The officer of the day is Stable Day Ding. The stable officer superimposed on a day of Renzi Young Water Rat in a month of Jia Shen, Young Wood Monkey, generates a suitable configuration for the activities listed above. In general, the stable officer is favorable for starting long-term activities that involve long-term action or events from which you want to obtain a lasting effect. The stable day officer is generally favorable for marriage, opening a new business, housewarming, signing an important contract, hiring an important employee, buying a pet. It is especially unfavorable for short-term projects. The constellation of the day is 19, Net, Bai. The constellation Net is good for relationships, interpersonal communication, creating networks of people and property acquisitions, construction, marriages. A constellation suitable for most activities as it brings harmony and serenity. Hexagram of the day is 51, Thunder, Gen Wei Lei. What does this hexagram look like? We have the trigram Gen below, Thunder, and trigram Gen above, still Thunder. So we have thunder on top of thunder, which symbolizes a powerful energetic discharge, a sudden awakening, a revelation or shock that brings awareness. This hexagram is the image of sudden awakening, like a burst of thunder that shakes everything in its path, not to destroy, but to awaken, to bring back to life what has been numbed. It describes moments of inner earthquake, that deep, instinctive reaction we have when reality hits hard and we can no longer run away from what is. The uninterrupted thunder is an image of the divine voice that pierces the clouds of ignorance and forces you to stop, to listen, to reflect. The emotion it evokes is not superficial. It is a powerful, authentic emotion that confronts you with your deepest fears and the truths you have been avoiding. It is a day when a trigger can occur, a sudden awakening, a moment of intense awareness. Not necessarily something dramatic on the outside, but an inner vibration that moves you to the core. It can be a revelation, a remorse, an illumination. It can be a question that suddenly appears and does not give you peace. Am I living in truth? What part of me stubbornly opposes the divine will? This energy urges us to put our lives in order, to honestly examine our intentions, reactions, and decisions. There is perhaps a silent area of resistance within us, a fragment that has not yet fully surrendered to the process of transformation. Today, that area is exposed, and not to be judged but to be healed through awareness. We often face voices from others or from ourselves that tell us, don't rock the boat, don't reinvent the wheel. It's better to leave things as they are. But this hexagram comes precisely to contradict these voices of stagnation. It tells us, yes, change is scary, but stagnation is even more dangerous. Fear of the unknown is natural, but true wisdom is not the absence of fear, but the courage to move forward in spite of it. So don't run away from change. Just approach it with respect, clarity, and lucid caution. You may hear distant thunder today, perhaps in the form of a premonition, a tension in the air, a dream, or a heavy conversation. Don't be afraid. If you live with sincerity and uprightness, if you have built your life on solid foundations, you have nothing to fear. This hexagram is a calling, not a gentle one, but a firm one. The awakening is now. It is time to listen to your heart, to choose with courage, to rise from your slumber. And if you do, you will realize that exactly what seemed earth-shaking was in fact the blessing that awaited you for being prepared. The profound message of this hexagram is as follows. Just as he who has a safe shelter does not fear the storm, so the just and honest man has nothing to fear from injustice. Thunder and storm pass, but the light that remains behind brings purity and clears thoughts. As special information, we have Heavenly Thief Day. Avoid if you can the inauguration of some places, storage holes, because there is a risk of theft for the entire period you will be present in that location, or hire a good guard and you have solved the problem. Seaman practitioners, we have divine light in the West Palace, so we have one of the 3 palaces of victory. Don't worry if you still don't know how to use this palace, you have at your fingertips the guide to the 3 palaces of victory available for free on courses.catalinvasiloiu.ro. And if you want to see step by step how to activate Seaman, you can find the video tutorial right there in this guide. As a final recommendation, use this day to sign papers, start or consolidate things that you want to keep for the long term. Enter into important discussions, establish alliances, and build bridges with the right people. If a situation arises that surprises you, don't be too quick to dismiss it. It might be exactly the push you needed to put your life on a more solid footing.